This health science presentation is appropriate for children of all ages.
I hope you can watch this exciting video again and you will more easily remember the many facts you've now learnt about the human embryo and fetus as it grows inside the mother's womb. Each stage of development is part of a flow which carries us through birth, infancy, adolescence, adulthood, and finally into old age. Each time is different in its own way, and each holds many interesting and important surprises.
If I was a baby and I didn't have any arms in the mum's tummy, like how our teeth go, like my body goes and it never comes off, and now it's like us. That is not true at all.
Nothing really happens. He just stays there until it comes out, or she stays there until it comes out.
When I was little, I used to think that babies were swimming in the womb and dancing around, because I've seen these cartoons of that, and it's I believe everything when I was a child.
I thought the baby was just like a ball in the tummy and it comes out, but then again, I learned something because it's actually a baby growing in the tummy and it has so much detail in the tummy as well.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought inside of the room, they wouldn't have faces, it would just be like a massive egg. Yeah, it did surprise me that babies have to take 9 months to develop though, because I thought they would develop more quickly because they're born tiny. There wasn't really anything I learned, it's just I didn't know it was grey, the baby skin was grey at 4 weeks or something. I don't know, around that age.
They start to move their heads and move their body as they get older.
I never knew that babies would hook up inside a mother's bodies, inside their womb, because I just thought I always thought it was a baby just moving.
I didn't know that the baby was see-through in the mother's womb. I thought it was just absolutely solid.
They grow.
What was the question?
Also learned about the yolk sac, the amniotic sac, which was filled with salt water.
So I didn't know that it was in this bag or whatever it was. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That she opens her mouth when it's still in the tummy. But also I was like, does she open her eyes when she's in the belly? Does she? I'm not sure.
When does the baby come out?
At 9 months.
Do they cough?
I didn't know that they could go to sleep. I thought they would just be awake all the time.
It really looks like they're scared because they're only little.
The baby needs to be cared for while it's in the sac.
And I really didn't know how the 4 weeks were that tiny.
the only part of the umbilical left is your belly button. And I never knew that. I always thought you were just born with it.
That I'm in it.
I think children should watch before you were born because it's the education, so you can learn about babies, how they were born before, and you can even learn about how you were born when you were growing in your mother's stomach.
Because most of the time we won't be able to see what's going on because it's inside the mother's womb. So there's like this camera and it like lights up the womb inside and it's like really cool.
Because then they're like learning about all these things that like that has happened to them as well. Because maybe they might not know about anything. So I think it's a good idea for them to know about it.
You can learn different words about the baby, like embryo and fetus, and like actual words about the baby.
Yeah, because like in school they only show like cartoony like images and it doesn't really show like much detail or like colour or anything. But when I watched the video I saw like more like detail and what it was like looked like properly.
I like how we get to talk about different things because usually babies is something that we don't really talk about a lot. So it's nice to talk about something different.
Because it has lots of amazing facts and your mum might be having a baby.
At least I know, at least I'm prepared for how the baby is gonna grow bigger, and at least I know what, at least roughly, like when the baby is 7 weeks, at least I know what my baby looks like, so I don't have to keep on going to get scans from the doctor. So I'll be smart.